choose just skin and bones.
Hi, everybody, or nobody. Hi, Steph. So glad to see you. I didn't share out that I was going live, and I just got home in time to just set up the stream yard. So I'm so glad that you came for a Hub Day adventure. Hi, Lydia. Hi, Carol. Ooh, it's been one of those mornings. Run, 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 run all around and sit down right in the nick of time. 12:30. Hubba hubba day. Hi, Aunt Bex. How are you? Ah, just gonna take a deep breath here for a second. Yeah, I thought I would work in my Joie de Fei journal. I haven't really worked on it much, and I thought I would use some stuff that's kind of been buried in the back of things, as you know what that means. Many of us have those things that are buried in the back in those special places, and then all of a sudden you discover them again, and it's like Christmas. Well, I mailed off the bow tie, and I haven't heard. Hi, Val. Happy Hub Day to you. I haven't heard from him, but I would assume that he should be getting it. And hi, Barbara. Chicken pot pie. I'm hoping that he would try it on and tie it. I know it's going to be too big. Hi, Belinda. I know it's going to be too big, and they're going to have to take in a like 3/4 of an inch. But he could even do that. But his wife, Alex, is a really good. Well, she's a knitter and a sewer and a crafter and a potterer and all of those neat things. So I got called in at 12:05 yesterday afternoon. I got a phone call from Bridge, and they said, "Oh, could you come down and sub for us? Somebody didn't show up." So I got myself presentable and got over there in about 10 minutes. And then I had to leave early because I had a doctor's appointment at 2:30. Now, the doctor's close by. But so I left there about 2:10 and got to the doctor's. Hi, Brenda, in plenty of time. But it turns out that I won. And I won one. I don't know. I didn't know that. And I didn't check my messages, but apparently they put the money in my white box. We have like a little white box that kind of sits in a little shelf below our a mailbox. So I showed up for Bridge this morning, and I was down to, I had 4/4 or a $5 bill, and I didn't know I had money sitting in my mailbox. But I'm pretty sure I didn't win anything today because I got kind of in the middle. But they always give money to the last place person, and they call them the honored guest or the guest of honor or something like that, and they get a dollar too. It costs $1 to play. So anyway, so that's the update on Bridge. But the most important update is the butterflies. And I posted a little video on Instagram and on my Facebook page. And they have all flown the coop, so to speak. They are gone. I hope they survive in the wild. To be honest with you, let me see. On Thursday, wait a minute, let me get the day right. On Monday night, when I got home from Bridge, actually Monday, I thought they were all dead. Because the chrysalis has turned black. And I remember Sue, the butterfly lady, saying something about when it turns black. I couldn't remember whether they were dead or whatever. So, hi, Kim, Lily. Happy Hub Day to you. So, yesterday, when I left to go play bridge, the cocoons were all black, and I figured, oh well, I'll deal with it when I get home from the doctor's. So I went to the doctor, got home from the doctor, pulled into the garage, and they were in the cage in the garage, and they had all emerged except one. So there were 5 butterfly, fully formed, hanging upside down with wet wings, just starting to flap their wings just a little bit. And I thought, oh my gosh, I thought that I had killed them all. So then I took the cage outside and I took some pictures of them. And then I took them out of the cage and had them sitting on top of the cage. And that's what the picture is. And they were flapping their wings. They were really reluctant to kind of like take off. I mean, take flight, so to speak. And a couple of them did eventually, and they didn't go very far. They flew about 4 or 5 feet away and landed on a bird of paradise plant that's also in the front yard. And and then today when I got home, I had left one butterfly. Hi, Yolande. I had left one butterfly. It was still in the cage, and it was still kind of damp and just kind of flapping its wings a little bit. And I didn't want to take it out of the cage, so I just left it in the cage with the door open for the evening, for the night. And I checked on him this morning, and he was gone, or she was gone. They're all females, and she was gone. And when I got home from bridge, I looked, and she had only flown a little bit and landed on another plant. If it's the same one, I don't know. But the butterfly cage is empty, and they're all on their own. My biggest fear was that a bird would come down and eat them, because they were still pretty vulnerable, because they were wobbly. They were practicing their wings. Let me see if I can't find my. I am so bad at using Instagram. I can't find anything. I can't even find myself. So, well, you guys can probably find it, and it's also on my video page. I was going to put it to music, and then I decided not to. So, anyway, it's there somewhere. Home, no, that should Becky's beautiful double thick pot holder, and the beautiful mantle, and but no, all right, that's okay. Oh, here, maybe here. Oh, here. Let's see. Yeah, you can see this picture. You can see them. They're flapping their wings there. See how they're hanging. Hi, Safia. Well, apparently, according to my butterfly mentor, the male has 2 black dots on their wings. And these ladies, when they open their wings, you can see the wind is blowing, and they're hanging on for dear life. He's hanging on, but these guys don't have any black dots. But I was looking at them real closely, and the design on their wings are identical. They're identical. So that's 2 of them. And then there were, 6 altogether, 7 really altogether that came out of that cage. So that's the end of the butterfly saga for a while, at least. And it's pretty intense, I guess, for me. I got very stressed out about them. I know I lost pretty much the majority of the ones that I had set outside, because they ate everything. And oh, you're welcome, of course. And they ate all my milkweed, and I don't know what happened to them. I don't know. And then we had some really bad weather. For Florida. When I say bad weather, I have to preface. Hi, Janet. Welcome. So lovely to see you here. And then you got that I finished my journal, and I just want to show Janet one part of my journal because I think the rest of you have seen it, but I want to show her my favorite page. I just think it's so wonderful how many people participate and inspired by your scavenger hunt every year. I think every year there's more and more people that actually get involved, and I just always have so much fun. But I will show you my favorite page because most everyone has. Whoops. Other than my 16 chickens on a tambourine. No, tambourine, not a trampoline. For the chicken. Okay, let me find my favorite page. Oh, I should share, Janet, with my snark that I found. I thought I found some pretty funny snark, but you are the snark master. But I got to find my favorite page. Let's see. There's the snark page. We actually played Pictionary here last week, and I felt strange playing Pictionary, but we played it so I could generate some Pictionary pictures. So here's the buttonhole, not the buttonhole, the keyhole. And then when you lift up the keyhole, you get to see, I think, probably the most famous butt in the whole world. David's butt. Michelangelo's David's butt. So that's my keyhole with David's butt behind it. Hi, Mrs. Gigi and Marguerite from beautiful British Columbia. What a lovely group. Yes. So that was my favorite one. I have a little hinge here. And then Wanted Sensible People. And there's my Pictionary drawings. So we only did 4. And this one, I was amazed that someone got global warming because that was a hard one. But that was my Pictionary attempt. And yeah, I guess those are the only ones that I think are. Oh, and this is my mosaic. I just took a picture out of a magazine and cut it up. And then I glued it back together again and then put that pearl essence stuff in the cracks, and that's how I made my mosaic. So yeah, and then on March 4th, it was National Sons Day. So I found this picture of me and my 2 sons, and I really look tiny in that picture. Yeah, that was fun. And then you just, and I found a this was a on the back of what, Vogue or something. So it's a glossy picture. So that was fun. It was not that easy to put back together again, really, after I cut it up. I just had to be very, very careful putting it back together again. And then, of course, there are my decorated paper clips. I did the jumbo ones, and then I did the regular size ones. I did a bunch of those. So, and my theme was steampunk. So I've got steampunky stuff kind of all throughout, the magazine, the journal. And there's Dr. Seuss. And this is my family coat of arms. Now, my maiden name was Horenberger. And when I got divorced, I kept Lar. And there's my doodle. I doodle with black pens. And anyway, and there's my found relatives. I named him Uncle Joe. Anyway, that's it. And again, had a blast doing it, as always. And that's my steampunky lady. I love that lady. Oops. Like so. And like so. And I got a key. So it goes on the shelf with all the others. Yeah, I've had fun. I think this is year 4 for me. It may be no, I think it's year 4. I think I started in 2020, maybe it's year 5. But thank you for doing it. It's just and it seems to me that more and more people are participating and more people are completing it. And you really have ample time. And I didn't work on that. Um, and you use your stuff. Yes, absolutely. You use your stuff up. I mean, I got a tassel from Deb Farrell, and I used that because I'm not a tassel type of person. And she had sent me one, and I used that, and that was very helpful. So, yeah, it's all good. So, I hope all of you that are working on it continue to work on it. And if nothing else, have some fun doing it. So, this is my Joie de Fei style journal. Those of you who follow her, she was stopped streaming for a while because she had some health issues, I do believe, but she's now back streaming again, and I'm just a huge fan. Carol and I both are huge fans, and so I made a journal in the style of this here. This cover is a big, just an envelope that's been covered. And then I did some stitching and some watercolor. So I wanted to continue with find an empty page to do. Let's see. We made a whole bunch of tags too. Oh, I made a journaling card here. You can write on that. Okay, so that goes here. Let's go back. I had a page picked out that I wanted to. I made a little book here. Just a little booklet that kind of goes in this pocket with these little kiddos. And did some painting of leaves and stuff. There's more pages in here than I thought. There's some more little kiddos. And let's see. I know, whoops. Here's another tag that I made a while ago. Okay. Need a pocket for that. I think I have a pocket here. Okay, I know. This is the page I was going to cover. Okay, here we go. I'm going to use this. I think I've said hi to everybody. Lindy, hi, Lindy. Do you remember this stuff? Timmy's tissue paper from way long time ago. He doesn't even make this anymore. He makes it in those smaller tubes. His new tissue paper comes in these little tubes. So that's how this is old. I know. And I saw Vicky, and her last name begins with a P, and I think she's Greek, maybe? Vicky Papalapalia, I don't know. And she did a journal page using stuff, old stuff. And that's what she brought out some of this. And I kind of like this because it's not black and white, It's kind of like a sepia. I must have combined two. Oh, I did. Okay. I must have two rolls. And combined them in here. Yeah. All right. It's like a little thing of, hi, Joyce. It's like wax paper. It comes in the same size as wax paper, but this is old. But again, I always forget to use it. Let me just put that on the floor. Yeah. So let's use some of this. And move this out of the way. And I want to continue to work on my watercolor. Do more watercolor. Okay, that looks good. All right, let's just mark that. Maybe I will take this. And kind of go like this. Yeah. And kind of go like. Alrighty. We can always trim that. All right, so let's do this. Maybe we'll do this. Let's see, that's not a full page. That's why it's a little difficult. Okay, that'll be close enough. Well, I hope everyone is having spring-like, hi April, spring-like weather. We have had some really nice weather, but it's just the temperatures are all over the place. Oops. It was, I know this is not going to sound cold to you folks, but it was 49 degrees here this morning, which is a little nippy for Florida. Well, that's kind of neat because the red kind of comes through a little bit. And I think I'm going to use, I was going to use matte medium. I couldn't find it. Ugh. But I got a big old jug of it this time. I think this is the size that Janet gives Dee Dee. Yes. Okay. Let's put this down. Beautiful day. Yeah. Where you are? Well, it's been a crazy winter for a lot of people. And our winter has been odd. It's been cold for here. And then, hot. I mean, and I'm talking a high of 60 one day. And then the next day, it's 89. I mean, 89, I'm not ready for 89 weather. I mean, that's like weather you're supposed to have in June, not February. You all know that I love being able to open my windows. And I have issues with my neighbor's daughter, as you all know, because I bitch about it enough, don't I? What did I do? No, there it is. But she's not there. She's going home again, so I'm thrilled. She's not there to step outside and smoke and pollute all the air. If I was smart, which I don't propose to be, I can take this out, dummy, because I did it that with style. So I could take it out and work on it. Duh. There. And I can even trim it. How do you like that? All right, I can flatten it. All right. Need a little bit more schmudge here. A little more schmudge. Okay. I hope everybody enjoyed the prompts from yesterday. Since I was the guest prompt giver, I hope people contact Kathy for next week because that was fun. And I didn't know how those prompts were going to fly, but man, there were some beautiful dancing carrots with tutus on. You had nice weather last. Oh no, spring was in the air last week, but now a lot of snow. Oh no. Well, it is March. Comes in like a lion and goes out like a lamb. Some of the most historic blizzards, at least in New York, are in March. I mean, going way back. St. Patrick's Day is notorious for big blizzards. There's still a lot of March to get through. Okay. Huh. That's a little interesting, isn't it? With the dots behind that. Can you see that? Let's see. Yeah. I don't know whether I like that or not. All right. So let's add some other stuff. I'm going to use this again. Let me just put this over here. Thought I would add some die cut flowers and things. So I have my little sidekick. I'll bring it up. The wee one. And I think I want to do black. And this has got the little suction cup on it. Hi, Joyce. If I missed you before, hi now. So I'll do a little suction cup. Now it's not going anywhere. I'm still waiting to hear from my proposal for the addition on my house. Everyone's saying that, oh, no, it's a slam dunk. That's fine. It's a slam dunk. As far as I'm concerned, it's not official until it's official. The woman that presents the plans to the board said that she would let me know, and they met yesterday. Okay, Mrs. Gigi, I know it's late. Enjoy your dinner. And she said that she'd let me know. And I've got a couple of little die cuts in here and some other ones. She would let me know after they met, and they met yesterday, and I have not heard from her. So I'm a wee bit nervous. Spoke to my contractor. I called him. And he said, oh, there was a lot. They had a lot yesterday that the board had to go through, and she presents each case. And he said, don't worry. Well, I guess I'm a worrier. And I just don't know why she hasn't contacted me. And I don't know what happens if they say no. I guess I'm out the cost of the architect. And unless, they say no, and then you've got to do this or that, and you keep on doing it until they agree. But he's saying that it's not going to change the roof line, and that's all they're concerned about is the outside appearance of what it looks like. And he feels that it's not going to change. When they put the addition on, they'll match the roof line, and so it's not going to be an issue. I'm still nervous about it. And he was going to price. Geez. Wow. He was going to price hurricane impact windows. I was afraid to ask him how much they're going to be, because I know they're going to be very expensive. But I just don't want to deal with hurricane shutters. And I just thinking that if you figured out how much a regular window would cost, plus the cost of hurricane shutters, I wonder, really, is there a vast difference between, getting the hurricane windows with no shutters? I don't want to deal with shutters. Put the shutters up here for you, but take them down until the hurricane season is over. So say it's at the beginning of the hurricane season, and you contact them and they come and put the hurricane shutters up. then you're stuck until the end of hurricane season before they'll come around and take them back down again, unless you take them down yourself. Now, I priced out electric hurricane shutters a while ago. They, hit a button and it just comes down like a garage door type of thing for my back porch area. And there was nothing structurally that they could put that whole mechanism on that would hold that mechanism. And I was stupid. I didn't. Well, maybe I can do it this way. I could go like. Did I go like that? Yeah. Let's see. And if they could have done that, right, that would have cost $10,000. So that was a couple of years ago. So it would be a whole lot more than $10,000 if I. So maybe it's not as cost prohibitive as I know that the hurricane windows are going to be a big expense. They're going to probably be, with labor, well over $1,000 a piece. And I'm going to need 8 of them. Because I don't want to screw up my view. I mean, a lot of people. I just have a little pond, that's all. Oh, did you see the video of the butter? Hi, Kathy. Certainly had a lot of fun yesterday, I must say. I hope you got some takers on mystery guest prompt givers for next week, because that was fun. I love all of the dancing carrots and the tutus. I think the dancing carrots were was that dancing carrot thing come from Safia? Well, I got that. Let's see. I want to do another little one. Let's see. Maybe I can squeeze in another little one. Yeah, this is there. Get the best out of that for sure. All righty. Squeeze another one out. It's amazing when you do those prompts, you just never know how they're going to turn out. And Alexis was not being very friendly yesterday. She was not wanting to cooperate. She was ignoring you. And then finally she came up with, was it Carolina Blue? Which is what? The NC North Carolina basketball jersey color. Now I gotta poke that out. So I need a needle. My little poke. Another little poke. Yeah. All right. I think I need, well, that's 3. So Barbara would be happy. You have to have 3. Can't have 2. It's either 3 or 5. Barbara is the person that's in charge of that. Well, yeah, she was totally ignoring you. I was getting, but we always learn new colors from her, or at least the names of new colors that we're not familiar with. All right, so let's put some of this down. Have a little arrangement here, like so. Let's just see what I'm doing here, like so. Maybe throw this in, like so, maybe. Not crazy about that. Let me see. I got some white ones over here. Let's see how white would look. Should we do white and black? Maybe take this one out. Do like so, maybe. Just kind of put them down like more organic like. 3 is the law, right? I've got 4. Uh-oh. Now what do I do? I can just stick this one down here. All right, I'm going to stick those on organic just like that, but I'm going to put some gesso on this just to seem to knock back some of that stuff. This is really, the little thingies are very. Let me get some gesso. There it is. I was looking at my stuff. I have 2 of these heavy gesso. I don't know why I have 2 of them. I mean, and they're pretty well, they're full. And this stuff is like, I mean, it's, you can use it as paste. I think I can just, well, maybe I should do this, dip it in some water. So how many people you are working on the scavenger hunt or the 100-day project? I was going to do the 100-day project, but I do kind of art every day. It's just not, it's not counted. Does that make sense? Because I journal. I'm a journaler. I write in my journal every day. And then on one side of the page, I do magazine collage type of stuff. I usually try to use the junk mail that I get and glue that on one side of the page because I write in my journal with a fountain pen, as I've told you, and it always bleeds through. So on the side where it bled through, then I glue down like magazine type of journaly stuff. And then I do some doodles. I'll show you real quick. And I found these notebooks on Amazon, and they're really cool. It's a composition notebook with numbered pages, and they're blank. So this is what like a page would look like. And then I journal, and then it bleeds through. And then I journal on this side, and then I usually do a little doodle. And here I drew a picture of when I fell down. I told everybody I fell down out in the yard, and I crawled on my butt from the lawn, through the garage, into the house, across the kitchen, into the living room, and then finally was able to stand up. So I drew the stick figures. So this is sometimes the time. See, I really like that. But that's what, so I'm really arting every day. And this is pretty much every day. Well, that's what I use. So when these get done, they're really kind of cool to go back and look at. That's a photograph. And this, you can't see very well, but up in the tree here, that's my grandfather. Anyway, so that's what my art journal, and there's a fish eating a bathing suit. Yeah, and it really is. I did a whole bunch of butterflies here. Anyway, so technically I am, and I've got, oh my God, I have years of these in all different kinds of books and journals that I've made, composition notebooks. It was the composition notebook where I started writing in fountain pen and then compensating for the bleeding through, So let's see if we can put some, just knock this back a little bit. Well, my favorite journaler is Linda Berry and her syllabus book. And I love her borders. Can you imagine taking that class? How much fun that would be to take that class? I just think it would be so much fun. So many of us in this group, and even Miss Lena, we around with, doing her border type things. I know we played around with that on occasion. Oh no. Dang it. Well, got a problem. So let's see. I don't know. I bought a new dryer. I have finally returned it. You're doing the scabby this afternoon? Okay. Is that what you mean? And I don't know what Barbara means by she finally returned it. And I need to dry this. However, I don't have the vault. Oh, yes, that's a great name. Carol and I had a private chat group for a while. We had a name for that too. Oh, I see. Oh, gotcha, Devin. Okay. And Aunt Becky was in here. Becky, are you going to be on this afternoon? I bought a new, my doohickey thingy died. The on and off switch got to a point where I couldn't turn it off. And the only way I could turn it off was to unplug it. So I bought a new one. And I didn't buy another one of those. I bought an off-name one. And it's huge. It's gigundo. So I don't even know where it used to just sit on right behind me on my shelf. But this one is gigantic. So I might as well. And it comes with attachments for different things you can do. This is a nice box. I can see this box being covered and used for, those things. But you get all these different attachments, I guess, for peeling paint and stickers. And look at the size of this mother. It's huge. What I like about it, it has two settings. Not just super hot, but I don't know whether it'll be hot enough to emboss. I should really try to emboss, because if it's not going to emboss, I'm going to return it, because I do a lot more. I don't do a lot of embossing, but I like embossing. What's this? Tips. When it's used for the first time, a small amount of glue contained in the built-in mica paper will dry up and produce slight smoke. The smoke will disappear after 10 minutes. which is normal and will not be affected by these. Okay. But is it going to be so much smoke that it's going to cause the smoke alarm to go off? We're going to find out live. Ha ha ha. I love that. That's a good. If you want to fly, give up everything that weighs you down. Wow. Well, my still one of my favorite quotes, and I have it right next to me, is she took the leap and built her wings on the way down. So I feel like I build my wings every morning on the way from the bed to the floor. And then another one I found not too long ago, and it just says, today's a good day to try. Not to the music. Today is a good day to try. Whatever it may be, today's a good day to try. Try nurturing butterflies. Now I planted a passion fruit vine in the backyard, and I think I told you that there are a couple of those Gulf fritillary butterfly caterpillars out there, and I haven't checked on them recently. Let me see if I can't plug this in. It's dark over here in this corner where this power strip is. Oh, come on. Come on. I can't see worth a damn. Because when you put it in, do you ever have it in the right way? Hell no. It's never in the right way. Ever. Maybe move this. It's pretty tight quarters here, I have to say. Very tight quarters. Let's see. Ooh, it's working. All right, here we go. And it's smoking. And that must be the low setting. Hi, Adria. Mother of butters, yes. A butter mutter. A butter mutter. Oh, that's not bad. Not bad at all. All right. Ooh. I like the fact that it has 2 speeds. A butter mutter. All right, now the problem is, where the hell am I going to park it? It used to fit over here. Oh boy, ow. Of course, I just burnt myself. And boy, another nice feature of this is it stands up. So if you wanted to do like something stand up, it stands, I mean, it sturdily stands up. And hello, Lily. So that's kind of nice that it sturdily stands up. Okay. Stay away, Lily. This is hot. This is hot. No, no, no. Don't go near that. Okay. Let's get on with this. All right. Ooh, it's sweat. It's sweat. All right. Let's stick this down. And okay, we're going to kind of do a black and white. Oh, there they are over there. Okay. Let's kind of maybe do something like that in the corner. All right, let's get out the glue. We'll put down this one first. All right. I better sit down before you know who sits down on my chair. She likes to sit on my chair. God, she's getting so skinny. I burnt myself. Ouch. I did. All right, I'm going to use this glue because it's good for this kind of stuff. Let's do this. We were playing bridge today, and I was, my turn to speak, so to speak. And instead of saying my bid, which I was going to pass, I said 10. So what I did is I announced the number of points in my hand instead of bidding. Everyone laughed. I said, I can't believe I just announced to everybody how many points I had in my hand instead of bidding. I was going to pass. And I said 10. People were looking at me like, what? Yes. To put it in cold water to stop the finger from cooking. Absolutely. I know. Yep. Remember in the old days, they would put butter on it, which would just keep the burn going. And a chef that I worked with, if it was a really bad burn, he would put egg whites on it. Because one night he burnt himself really bad in the middle of a very busy service. The kitchen was like crazy. And he said, get me some egg whites, get me some egg whites. And I was like in the middle of cooking something, and I stopped cooking and I ran and I cracked a whole bunch of eggs and brought him some egg whites. And are your sons communists like you? No, I don't think so. I haven't asked them. That's kind of, if you think that's a random question, hi, Mama. My 100-year-old neighbor told my 95-year-old neighbor that I'm a communist. I don't know how she came to that conclusion. And I sometimes get a little pissed off by that, but I'm not going to confront a 100-year-old woman about what she thinks of me. And I don't know how she came to that conclusion. Somebody else told me that they overheard her telling my 95-year-old roommate, the woman I share the duplex with, they're known as a roommate. She said, Jeannie, that Anne is a communist. And Jeannie said, I don't think she said anything or ignored it. Because if I'm a communist, I'm a good neighborly communist. I take her garbage out for her and bring her garbage cans back in and occasionally take her to doctors. Ha ha ha, that's funny. What's mine is mine and what's yours is mine. Yeah. Okay, I think this one should go here. Or is that too, I don't know, like that? I kind of like that. Just maybe come down a little bit. It probably needs something to anchor it. Maybe I'll stick that one over. No, I'll stick this over here against the white, and then we'll add something else to this. Now I'm keeping an eye on the clock here. I didn't see Becky's answer. Is she coming on at 1:30? I didn't see anybody. Let's stick that there. All right, that's good enough. All right. I know what I want to do. This is what I want to do. there's a bicycle. There's a bicycle thingy. And I think a black bicycle would look really cool. So let's do the bicycle one. See? It's in here. I love bicycles. I like cutting them out. Oh boy. I cut that just. Oh, I know what I should do. Oh boy. Do I have? Yeah, I do. Oh, you'll be live. Oh, I will be live in 5. Okay, not at 5, but in 5. Okay, great. This is what I'm going to do, and I have just enough time to do it, I think, if I can reach it. It's a bitch being short. All right. How about this? Let's do the bicycle in aluminum, as in pop can. Yes. All right. All righty. Let's do it. Okay. This will be cool. If it'll cut through it, then we'll have a. Get it down. Come on. Get a piece of tape in. That would be a smart thing to do. All right, let's hold this like so. There. Okay. Fingers crossed. Bye, Barbara. Thanks for being here. God, am I making any more noise? I don't know. Let's see. Do we have a bicycle? Oh, yes, we do. Or no, we don't. Nah. Oh, yeah, we do. Just be careful. Yeah. We'll have to work on that. Yeah. Let's see. Well, maybe. All right. Well, you'll have to tune in next week to see if I got the bicycle. These are cheap die cuts, so they don't cut very deep. But I'm going to cut it out. But you can see it's going to be a really cool bicycle when it's all said and done. So I'm going to say goodbye. Please go over to Aunt Becky. I'm sure she's going to be up to doing something fun and creative as always. And I'll see you next Hub Day or Sunday or anywhere on the internet. Thanks again for being here. And if you can't be good, be careful and fabulous. Bye.